What's going on? This is the Broke Genius, and welcome to the life of a broke genius. Welcome to my channel.
I am not a financial expert, trader, professional trader. I have no fiduciary responsibilities towards anyone. If you are expecting to get trading advice, please consult a stockbroker, someone that has a stockbroker's license and that is binded by fiduciary responsibilities. And my strong opinion, do not trade any stocks with money that you need right now for cost of living expenses, such as your rent, mortgage, car payments, credit card bills, debt payments, anything of such, because that is what I call scared money. Do not trade with scared money. And please do your own due diligence. All right. I just wanted to do an impromptu video. Basically, um, I just noticed something, and it's nothing new. It's not nothing new. So, I was going through my Patreon page, and I was looking at some of the stocks that I mentioned on my Patreon page because some of the content that I put on there is definitely not the content that I put on YouTube. Okay. I just wanted to go over a couple stocks that I chose, something that you should look at on the stock market. Not as an you have to buy it or it's something that you need, just basically something that you should look into. Okay. Now, I myself might not, necessarily be vested into this particular stock, or I might have. And you might have way more money than I have, okay? And you might even also have more patience as well, because that's one of the biggest things as far as how to make money in the stock market. A lot of it is time and basically, patience when it comes to time, and then also having the capital to actually utilize and capitalize on the opportunity, on the possible opportunity. Now, like I say, I mean, I'm not a professional trader, broker, anything, but I pick some good stocks. Okay, I have a track record of picking good stocks. All I got to do is find a rich guy, a rich guy to just give me, the opportunity, and that's it. I mean, it ain't really no, it's no rocket science involved. I looked into other companies and they have like different programs and stuff like that, but I haven't found anything yet. But like I said, I picked some winners. Okay. Now the first stock that I'm gonna talk to, because I'm not this ain't gonna be too long, is CNE. Okay. Gonna share my screen real quick. I mean, this is something that just kind of shot out to me. Basically, I uh just scrolling through my Patreon. I'm gonna show you the actual footage of different stocks that I chose on my Patreon that I pretty much put out there like, hey, some you should look at, some you should look at. Now, this is CNE. Okay, this is Sony. This is pretty much a 1+1 stock pick. Okay, what I mean by 1+1 is pretty much ain't you don't need no long doctoral thesis. You don't need any serious analysis. I mean, it's just like, okay, people are buying PlayStations. Who makes PlayStations? Sony. Okay, so I'm gonna go to my Patreon, right, and I'm gonna show you basically some of the time frame as far as when I said, you should look at what is going on here, and also the actual stocks. Okay, and I post things on here regularly, and I post the full video of what I didn't post on YouTube as well. So as you can see, November 30th, which would be about a month ago, I said, okay, definitely you want to look into Sony, okay? Because I saw that they were dropping. Social media tells me what's going on. Was like, all right, well, you need to look into this. So as you go back 1 month, you can see this is a nice little roller coaster ride. Okay, 89 bucks. I mean, I know some people might not have the money to actually buy too many shares of Sony, okay? But you would have made a few bucks depending on, let's say you had, 10 grand to work with, you buy a few shares, okay? As you can see now, it's at $97.51. It peaked out between this time at about 99, which was literally yesterday. Okay. The country is distressed. The market is distressed. Okay. A lot of times when the country is distressed, I'll give you some hints. I like I say, I'm just a wealthy man away from basically, or a woman to basically just be like, all right, I got 100 grand here. I want to see what you know how to do. All right, go have at it, and that's it. And I, pretty much utilize that opportunity, and I'm pretty sure I'll slam dunk. You know, I just a lot of times it's just me using my own money. I don't really have that much money. Okay, so the thing is that yeah, I still do pick some winners. Okay, now like I said, this peaked at about $99. This is one thing that I picked about a month ago. Now I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna show you some other stocks that I chose. This is a big one right here. This one I actually bought, but I did not hold it for whatever reason. And basically, this is Ren Solar. So this came up in one of my scans. I actually chose this on my Patreon as well. This one here, this one is a strikeout. Okay. Um, this one didn't fare well. It didn't take a big loss, but you know, this one didn't fare well. Now I'll go into this one as well. I'll add that to the banner. We'll talk about that one because yeah, I'm not 100% okay. So the thing is that I do pick some winners. Now I'm gonna go back to that particular stock. Okay, gonna go back to that. Okay, and here you go. I pretty much was just like, all right, I was feeling good. Ren Solar was going up. Okay, this is a snapshot of my Robinhood, and I, basically put a post in October 15th, 2020. Okay, so that was about 3 months ago. So if you go back to SOL, you go back 6 months. So that's right around, I would say October 9th, because the post is from October 15th. So basically about right here is when I purchased. So as you can see, and this is little small amounts of money. It ain't necessarily cheap. It's not cheap to get in, but just think about, you got $1,000 and $10,000 to work with. $4.18. I picked this one back on October 15th. It's at $11.77 today. This one right here, you would have made at least over 100% profit just by buying in at October 15th. Now, the reason I bought this is because, why did I choose this? For one, it just came up in my scans. I use FinViz, and FinViz is very good. because they have a lot of data. And I saw that solar was a move, possible move, because renewables it is something that is a big deal. Okay, so a lot of people are buying solar panels, and I just picked it. I was like, all right, I'll buy this. But in my era, I just didn't hold on to it. Okay, this would have made my Robinhood challenge a little bit more interesting, had I bought this one. Now, I will say, um, my Robinhood challenge is doing fairly well. I have pretty much got to the point where I'm over $40. I'm like, I think last time I checked was $46. Now I bought a stock that they got bought out. So I'm waiting for them to settle that out on Robinhood. And then yeah, I was gonna talk about Robinhood as far as the company. They're going through some challenges with just I guess like ethics violations and stuff like that. Whatever legal troubles they're having, they got a lot of legal battles. Um, you know, I'll say the way they deal with things is I don't know. I'm not necessarily 100% on how transparent they have been. I haven't really had too much problems with them, but I'll say this: as far as you know, overall, I've never bought a company that was bought out, so I don't know how that works. I mean, most of the times, I be honest, I have a situation where I buy a company and then all of a sudden they do a reverse stock split. Well, this is a pretty good company, and it shows that I'm picking very well, and I have, pretty much changed my viewpoints as far as, how I'm picking stocks, and then just overall, just, being more disciplined and more patient. I picked a company, and the company that I picked, I'll show you the company that I chose that they got bought out. Give me just a second. Let me look at my Robinhood. So if I pick the company that another company that is much larger chose to actually buy out, that shows that I'm doing something right. Okay. So this is the company that I bought right here. I'm gonna move this up, and then I'm gonna move along and talk about some other stocks as well that I chose. So this is the company that I bought out that got bought out that I bought on my Robinhood account. So I'm gonna share my screen. We're gonna talk about this one. So this is TAT stock. This is Transatlantic Petroleum, because I ain't gonna lie, I just kind of hawkish a little bit, kind of licking my chops a little bit with oil, because I mean I'm a believer that oil is gonna rear its ugly head, always does. So I bought this company here, a few shares, and they got bought out. Okay, who they got bought out from is, I gotta look into actually who they got bought out by. It's a news report, basically. Let's see here. If they report this. Okay, so they were acquired. Okay, as you can see here, they were acquired. Now, who acquired them? See here. So let's see here. If they disclose who they got bought out by. Let me go on their company website and see if they list that. Because they will. Okay, so yeah, they got bought out by. Let's see here. Okay, so they got bought out by another company called Merger Sub LLC. Or is that some other? Let me see here. Hmm. Oh, okay. So they got bought out by this company here. Okay, yeah. So TNP is who they got bought out. So this company here, TNP, Saco's Energy Navigation, acquired the company that I bought, which is TAT. Okay, so basically, I've never even bought a particular stock that actually been bought out. Okay, so this is something that's new to me. Now, this is another big win right here for someone that has the money to buy these buy this company here, because I'll show you where I basically picked this company, which is Corsair Gaming, because I have a computer company basically. I have basically a seed company basically that is basically a custom computer company. Okay, so Corsair is a case company that I actually like as a computer builder. Okay, I actually, one of my products, which is the Black Cat 1000, it is actually the case is a Corsair case. Okay, they are making so much money that they IPO'd. Okay, and I basically put out an alert on Patreon, October 19th. Okay, we're gonna look at Corsair Gaming. Okay, stock ticker is CRSR. Okay, wait, hold on. CRSR. Okay, so this one is another one. Okay, another one that you can go back 6 months. Okay, I put it out there around October. Actually, this one I actually screenshotted it, $20.08, and that was October 19th. Okay, so as you can see, more than doubled your money, just about doubled your money, 100% profit, basically off of what I already saw. Okay, so we're gonna look at this one. This one I did not necessarily, as far as the time that I listed this stock pick to now, I did not fare well with this because we're gonna go back 6 months. So it might be a half win because I could see it is some price action that looks like it went up, but then it kind of went back down. Like I say, a lot of things are distressed right now. The country is distressed because of the coronavirus, because of basically, you want to look at my video as far as current projections. Okay, the current projections basically talk about you know um, what is going on. Okay, what basically they should basically give me a seat in Congress off of that video alone, because I basically gave you the game plan of what was going to be. You know, I mean, the freaking I sh- I mean, it was prophetic basically. The things that I mentioned in that current projections video. Okay, it's going down now. Okay, a lot of things are, I would say, kind of not at its peak, but it is going down. You watch that current projections video, is pretty much a game plan of what is already going down. Okay. Um, I might be financially challenged, right? But I ain't retarded. Okay. I know what the hell I'm talking about. Now, this is Grupo Financiar. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. But as you can see in this particular picture here, I posted this December 5th. So that was a couple weeks ago. So with this one, we just go back 1 month. So around here, 908, it went down, and then basically you would have made a few coins, right? If you would have bought it, and you'd have to sell it off, right? You'd have to sell it off literally it was a 5 day play pretty much. So I go back to the 5 day. So basically actually no, it would be still 1 month because yeah, that was the 5th. So yeah, I mean it would have, if you would have had to sell it off December 10th, and you would have made a few coins, right? Per share. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't like it didn't go up. It did go up, but it did ultimately go back down. And this is a financial services holding company based out of Buenos Aires. So this is a Grupo Financiero or whatever, Financiero. Okay. So I mean, yeah, some of the picks I'm picking, picking some winners. I had a rich guy that I talked to that he was gonna give me some money, but I was like, I don't really, don't really want to do it that way. I'd rather do it in a way where I work for somebody and I use his account, and it's like that. Not I get money and then I gotta do all of these transactions and all of that. But I don't know. I mean, I might be able to set something up. I mean, I know I know the guy or whatever a little bit, but um, I'd have to set it up a certain way because I don't want no smoke from none of these alphabet gangs. Trust and believe. I'm an ex-member of the alphabet gang. It's just 4 letters. It's what I'm saying. So I ain't trying to get no SEC strikes, violations, none of that. Talking about I'm wire transferring this and wire transfer because if you trading other people's money, you got to give them their profits. If you made profits, you get your commission. You get them their profits, and doing all that transactional stuff like back and forth, how I had it in my mind as far as what I would have done is not the right game plan. But I think like if I did some other measures, I probably could reinvent the wheel with that. So I might go I might go I might go back to the bar and talk to the old lad and see what see what he's willing to do, and you know, see what's what. But even I don't know. I gotta fine tune the plan basically. It's I think the plan I have is just it's not really cool. Maybe I need to talk to some guys that already done what I'm trying to do basically. So but as you can see, I mean my Patreon is what? It's like I think $3 a month or something like that. It's like the cup. It's $5 a month. Okay, $5 a month. I mean the price of what? What is $5? I think like a quart of oil. One little quart of oil to put in your car. You can get stock picks, exclusive videos. But pretty much here's the deal, right? So I have different tiers. Okay. So actually my Patreon is $3. It's not even $5. Okay. Basically the $3 tier, you just, get all of the Patreon access, all of it, full access, right? Then $10, you could actually be heard. I mean, you could pretty much put a topic, you can give me a topic, and basically I'll put it out there. I'll make a video about your particular topic, $10. I'll do whatever topic as long as it's, something that is, not over the top or crazy over the top. I'll literally do a video of your topic that you want me to do a video on. Okay. And that's that. I mean, $50 a month, you pretty much like my partner at that point. Like $50, the price of what shoot used tire. You get full access, of course, and then you also get the co-host. I mean, pretty much, let me know, and then also you get to talk about a particular topic that you want to talk about. You get as far as customization of whatever topic you want to talk about, and yeah, you get to be on the video and you talk about whatever you want to talk about. And you get co-hosts, you could promote whatever you trying to promote, talk about whatever you promote. This is an easy way for you to collab. You know what I'm saying? If you got like a smaller channel, if you like, even just like, you could look at it for various different reasons. Like, say you had some questions and you wanted to talk about it, or if you wanted to promote your own channel, your own business, you want to talk about whatever you want to talk about. Well, $50 a month, you're the dude, you or the chick, whatever. I mean, I ain't sexist at all. As far as money is money, you got money. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much it is what it is. I mean, even the LGBTQ, man. Like, I've had a computer shop. Everybody could get over the threshold of my computer shop. All you had to do was have money. Okay, you need a computer, you need your computer fixed. Okay, cool. You look like, whatever you look like, but you'll get your dollars are green. Cool with me. All right, but thing is, yeah, $50 a month, you can get, pretty much co-host, and we'll, pretty much discuss behind the scenes how you want to do it, as far as you want to, just talk about whatever topic you want me to talk about. Start a topic, you agree with it. How long you want to go. Do you want to have guests? If you want to invite your own guests, I mean, all of these could be talked about. Okay, but it's definitely a cost. Now, I will say this, because I don't really have that many Patreon subs. I am more flexible. Okay, I do have the time, and I am more flexible. I mean, for the most part, you join my Patreon. I mean, I'm willing to be bendable a little bit, because I know how it is with business. You start off small to get bigger. Okay, so that's that. I just want to just talk to you about how cold I am. Okay, because pretty much. I mean, I don't. A lot of times I don't toot my own horn, and I think sometimes I gotta get it. I gotta toot my horn. So today I definitely had to toot my horn and show you, basically, you to be richer if you know, pretty much took heed to what I've said. Because, like, a lot of times you could use people's advice better than that person is saying it, because you might have more, like I say, you got more money, you could buy more, shares than I would because I got all kind of other stuff going on. And yeah, I'm not working with that much. Okay, so but I still have some good ideas, and I'm just I'm pretty much not advisor, but I can pretty much pick some good stocks. If if you wanted me, I mean, like I say, YouTube is very, very flexible. All you got to do, okay, let me see how much a Series 7 it costs to get a Series 7. Because I'll just go take the Series 7, but I'm not about to do it, for free 99 just so I can just be like, oh, okay, you know, now I have it, you know. Now let's see how much a Series 7s cost, okay? My Cash App is right there on the freaking screen. Now, if you wanted me to freaking just be an actual stockbroker, qualified stockbroker, so I don't have to put that video on there. I'll just say I don't have fiduciary responsibilities. But let's just see here. I mean, how deep do you want me to go in the rabbit hole? Now, Series 7, I would be a securities representative, so I would have more bang for my buck. So I would definitely be somewhat of a representative to speak and be qualified to do so without even so much of having to say that particular video. And we're going to go back to the costs. Oh, okay, I see it. It's on the right hand side. So you shoot me 250 bucks to my Cash App. I'll go take the Series 7 exam. You know, I'll take the Series 7 exam. And you know, and I'll sponsor you. I'll be like, okay, Joe Eccles, he funded my Series 7 application. So now I am an authorized stock representative, you know, certified to speak on all matters regarding stocks. And that's that. I mean, it's business. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I do pick some winners. All things aside, I mean, I've studied and researched for years. Joe Eccles say start a hedge fund. They ain't nothing but a back pocket. It's a back pocket decision, man. I just haven't started one yet. It's just that's all it is. It's just, just have it. You think I don't want to start a hedge fund? Think I haven't? You think I haven't researched how to start a hedge fund? Please, please. I mean, basically, just a matter time, resources, money, education. It's guys that teach you how to start a hedge fund. They already, it's videos that talk about it. I mean, you got to have a lot of things, ducks lined up and stuff like that. But and then you got to have millions of dollars. I mean, from what I've heard, to start a hedge fund, you need at least $10 million. Okay, so it's nothing, man. It's just nothing but time, money, and resources, man, and knowing and knowledge, knowing how to do it. That's it. You know. But if you wanna start one with me, man, shoot, reach out to me. Shoot, leave your comment. Leave something in the comment section at the end of this video. We can start it out. Right now I'm gonna be starting some seed investments, researching how to start some seed investments for my enterprises that I have, my various different websites that I have, because I'm gonna be starting some things off with that. Gonna be, you know, starting some grassroots efforts with that to get those off the ground. Okay. So I'm gonna be looking for some seed investors. Basically, It'll be like you got to get a dollar. You get like start off with like a $10 million valuation, and then basically for every dollar you put up, minimum you have to put up $100. The minimum investment is $100, so you start off with 100 shares, and I just got to figure out how to finalize all of that. So once you get that, then I'll fund my companies and feed those, and get those off the ground, and then hire the right people, get the right consultants to make sure I got everything squared away, and then list the goals that I'm trying to accomplish. And then what I plan on doing is having quarterly meetings to all of the basically the investors that put up money, to tell them what I'm doing, what I'm doing with the money, what the goals are, any problems that occurred, any issues that arise, and basically just any input as well, and basically trying to get that off the ground, because the thing is that yeah, I definitely have to get some things going, because yeah, it needs to be done. If I'm not going to do it, nobody else will. Okay, so he says I'm in real estate but plan on starting a VCPE fund in the next 3 years. Okay, that's what's up, man. Where are you out of? Are you in the Midwest, Northeast, South, Southwest? What real estate market are you in right now? And what type of, how many properties, when you say you're in real estate, what are you, a broker? Are you just an investor? Do you have properties already? Do you just wholesale? I mean, it's real estate is it's kind of broad, you know. You could be a bird dogger and be in real estate, you know. Bird dogger is just somebody that just finds properties for other people for a fee, you know. Where are you at as far as real estate? But I mean, you don't have to tell me if you're not comfortable, letting putting your information out there. But yeah, I actually have one of my ventures, one of my seed companies is real estate. Okay, National Home Real Estate is one of my seed investments, because basically what my goal is with that is just be a real estate incubator, because I want to make some new technology. All of these companies, I want them to also be tech companies. Every single company that I have, I want to also uh, just make it a tech company, because I want it to be, utilizing an app. That's the end goal, to be in an app where you could just go on the app, order whatever you need to order services, all of that type of stuff, you know. But that's my own little hedge fund right there. But I definitely wouldn't mind, because a lot of companies, the companies I work for, they have stockbrokers on staff, financial analysts on staff, and whatever a portion of the company's profits, they have these stockbrokers, financial analysts that trade their money, that use their money to make more money, basically. So whatever money I make, I always think, how can I reinvest it? So yeah, that's very, very interesting. Okay, so with that being said, let me see here. See what else. Okay, so you in the Midwest, currently setting up wholesale operation. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, so I am too. I mean, pretty much. I'm not necessarily trying to set up a wholesale operation, but it's in the back burner. Um, what I'm trying to do right now, as far as real estate, is just kind of buy piecemeal properties. I'm looking for you know, get people with money, pretty much other investors have, a little bit more capital to work with. So I, looking people looking for deals, because basically what I could do is I could pretty much GC a property, and I can get it off the ground for other people that may not have the time or even the know-how, or even just you know they just want somebody else to do the work for them. So that's what I'm trying to get into right now. I'm in primarily Northwest Indiana, and I'm in that area. And then also I'm pretty hawkish about Chicago, because Chicago is actually going through a transition right now. Big real estate boom there, and it's also going through a lot of gentrification. Okay, so basically, what gentrification means is just new money in. Basically, that's all it means. It really, people think gentrification means about race or ethnic groups. It's money, new money coming in. That's what gentrification means. Okay, because it could be, I can show you areas in Chicago where it ain't it's being gentrified or already being gentrified, but it's not white people gentrifying it. It's other people, you know. Yeah, that's pretty good, man. I mean, you could sell one property, man, and be good for a long time with wholesaling. Yeah, I'm in Chicago, definitely in Chicago, you know, definitely in Chicago right now. Um, Definitely. Okay. So yeah, I pretty much I'm in the Chicago area, and basically I'm looking for just somebody that just wants to get in my network. I don't even like to even think of networks. I want a web. I don't even want a network. In the words of George Fraser, the businessman George Fraser, I don't want no network. I want a web, because a web it's tight. A network, networks get but man. I work in IT. I'm more at work right now. Man, networks, man, freaking connection drops off. The cable gets messed up. Uh, you know, something it just drops off connection and all this other stuff. But a web, man, oh man, a web is it's all encompassing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I got a lot of contractors already. Like I got a database of contractors. One of my actual companies that also am in incubation is called Owls Homes Services, and basically that company is basically a cleaning service, as well as I'm into handyman right now. But the goal is to get into moving, handyman services, and also landscaping. So kind of like, really, to be honest, with the handyman services, to just add landscaping as well as moving, because basically the goal with that is, let's say you're moving from one house, and you just basically, all right, you need to get cleaned up, you need to get moved, the house needs to be clean. It might be some patches in the walls. You want somebody to patch those walls up, paint. So when you move out, you get, you can't say, the landlord can't say, basically, I, you messed up your property. Okay. All right, for sure. Definitely look you up. Like, it's basically something like that, where it's a all one key solution. So you moving out, post move cleanup, even if you got a house, right, that you need work done. Like my ex-wife, she bought a house, and she needed work done before she even moved in. She even needed extermination because the roaches was real. It's like the people, she didn't know they had roaches. So all of that type of stuff, like I'm able to take care of. Now, why she didn't use me, I mean, she's called my ex-wife for a reason. But that's a whole nother story. But the thing is that we can handle matters like that, and then also moving. Okay. So, and let's say the grass needs to be cut at the other house that you move. Well, we'll knock that out, as well as cutting the grass at the new place. So, yeah, post move, as well as pre move, uh, solutions, as well as actual moving. That's what one thing there with Al's Home Services, as well as commercial and residential cleaning. So what my future is basically to be on the stock market. Okay. That's what I ultimately want. I want to be a black company that is on the stock market. You know, I'll take all investors. I mean, but basically another company that is on the stock market. That's what the end goal is. But the first goal is I got to get seed investors. So I'm going to be looking for those. I am not no scam artist. I'm, very, I'm very arrogant. I got quite a bit of pride, and my pride wouldn't let me be a scam artist because I actually care about what people, think as far as my integrity. I mean, I if you watch Warren Buffett or whatever, I'm kind of like that. I got the same sign as Warren Buffett, so I actually care about my investors. I care about, people that invest money with me. I try to, I care about my customers when, in business. So, you know, people will spend money with me. They don't have to worry about, oh, he scammed me or anything like that. People that know me, they know, okay, pretty much, you go to him, he's gonna take care of you. You ain't got to worry about he ain't gonna show up. He ain't gonna take your money. You ain't gonna get the service or get the products. You don't have to worry about that, with me. Because thing is my goal is to make whatever I want to get in life off of the profits, not off of somebody giving me a whole bunch of money and then I look at it like a stimulus check. No, I don't. My brain don't work that way. I did. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, if I was like that, then I just already been a scam artist. Like I don't work that way. I struggle every day with my own, personal problems, well as personal financial problems. You know, I don't try to stick nobody up to get out of my own problems. I just deal with things one step at a time. If investors did invest in me, not only will they, get something just as if another company got a seed round. Ultimately, like I say, the end goal is to get on the stock market. Once they get on the stock market, those shares that they put their money into gets converted into actual stock shares. So, that's basically when you're dealing with private investing, that's what ultimately happens. Like for example, DoorDash, they just IPO'd. Well, DoorDash was already getting funding before, they got on the stock market. Venture capitalists, even just small level people, like for example, like people that are NBA, NFL, they invest money into private companies and they get a percentage of the company, right? So when they IPO, they get those actual physical shares. The shares that they had privately get converted to public shares. And they get the benefit from that, you know. So yeah, I'm not gonna deviate any anyway from that same playbook. Okay, so I'm gonna definitely be doing a few rounds, and yeah, I mean, starting with CA, and hopefully I don't have to do, you know, CD and seed E and all of that. Like, hopefully I can get to IPO by the time I get to seed C, like, 3 rounds of investments, and then that's enough to get an IPO, because it's definitely going to be some changes being made. I mean, this is like kind of like a meeting for myself, and just kind of just showcasing what I plan on doing, because basically I came to the understanding, well long ago, that yeah, I'm a CEO, but now I have to look at it like I'm an actual CEO. I'm definitely gonna have to dress a little bit different. I'm gonna have to talk a little different, and then I'm gonna have to walk a little different, because basically I'm gonna have to be more of a king type of individual, because I got to look at it like pretty much how I am. I'm trying to be the CEO of a company. I haven't filed a LLC yet, but before I do so, I have to get my mind, I have to get everything ready. So, pretty much, okay, I'm a CEO, So it's not, I'm just this dude, that talks about stuff and all of this other stuff. So, I'm definitely gonna have to clean myself up, and I I might have to, I thought about it last night. I'm like, damn, I'm kind of ratchet, man. I'm gonna have to get me another account and go under the radar when I wanna, I'm gonna have to be like you guys that be on people's chats and even people's panels, and then y'all just got a gray icon on your avatar, and your name is Johnny Come Lately. I'm gonna have to, like, use another channel, and then just use that just when I go on other people's channels and stuff like that. And definitely, yeah, I gotta clean up my content a little bit. I kind of got out of hand, but it's all love. But um, yeah, man, I definitely gonna have to kind of change things a little bit. But yeah, I mean, uh, it's just I just being candid, man. I'm just being honest. You know, um, I could recognize, things. I mean, I followed other people's channels, and you'd be surprised. You go back 5, 6 years and you look at them, they playing Minecraft, and then, next thing you know, they're $1 million YouTubers. You know what I'm saying? This is nothing but a progression, whether it be late progression or whatever. I mean, ain't nothing but a progression, so, but yeah, I mean, this is all, definitely check my Patreon out. I mean, it's well worth it. You know, it's very valued. I mean, people. One thing about people, they either bringing value or they taking value away from you. I like to think of myself as a person that adds value to other people. So yeah, definitely rock with me. Uh, you know, I am an a-hole. Um, it's a typical, executive type of person. I ain't gonna get nothing but more of an a-hole. So um, I know a lot of people don't like me, but it is what it is. I mean, this is me live in the flesh. It is what it is, man. But I will tell you this, I'll continue to self improve, overcome all obstacles, and definitely try to work on things, because when I did my subprime and prime video, and the full videos on Patreon, I have to say that's a masterpiece. That was a very therapeutic piece for me, because I had to look at myself like, you know what? If I want to be prime, and I want to, I'm talking about subprime versus prime. I have to straighten myself out, you know. I have to clean myself up and you know, take care of other things and present myself as if, you know, I know how I should be presenting and what I actually want. So yeah, I mean, that was nothing but therapy, man. So definitely check that video out, you know. Um Also, that's just like that was one of my home runs because that's something that's I think gonna be in the lexicon for many to come. You know, it'd be like that's my that's my Maslow's, you know, terminology that I put out there, you know, and definitely it's a lot easier to explain. Okay, subprime, prime, you know. So yeah, definitely check that one out. And you know, you guys have a good rest of the day. Yeah, man. Like I say, you want me to actually get rid of that advertisement as far as I'm not a stockbroker or whatever, man, cash out me right there, you know, dollar sign A Lawani. Yeah, I make it happen. 250. That's what it costs to get a Series 7. You know, I promise I'll study hard, pass it with flying colors, get my stockbroker's license, and I'll change the video. I'll even put your name as the person as the sponsor. So my advertising would be I am a stockbroker. So my analysts, you know, my I am qualified and certified to give stock picks and to a certain extent, but you still want to do your own due diligence. It'll be something like that. And then this video is sponsored by, you know, the person that made this possible, blah blah blah. And that's it, man. I mean, you know, you know, my ego, I try to keep my ego in check. You know, I don't a lot of people have these inflated huge egos. I have no problems, man. You know, listing someone that, you know, basically made that happen, you know. So that's all I have. You guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you on the next video.